Okay, let's dive into something that might just change how you see, well, everything. We're all taught to hide our flaws, right? Cover up the scars, put on that perfect face for the world. But what if I told you that our broken parts, what if those are actually the source of our greatest strength, our greatest beauty? Today, we're going to explore a really fascinating idea that says just that. Think about this quote for a second. You think your failures make you damaged goods, but in Japan, a broken bowl is worth more than a new one. I mean, seriously? In our world that's obsessed with everything being new, shiny, and flawless, that sounds totally backwards, doesn't it? It just flips everything we think we know about value on its head. So yeah, the big question is, how is that even possible? How can something shattered be more precious than something brand new? Well, the answer isn't about pretending the damage never happened. Not at all. It's about completely transforming it.
And we find that answer in a beautiful, ancient Japanese art form, and the incredible philosophy behind it. It's called Kintsugi.
Kintsugi? It literally means golden joinery. And the core idea is just brilliant. You don't take some superglue and try to hide the cracks, to pretend the break never happened. No, you do the opposite. You use precious gold to highlight the cracks, to illuminate them, making them a beautiful, essential part of the object's history.
And this really lays out the difference in mindset, doesn't it? In the West, our goal is usually invisibility. We want to make it look good as new, hide the flaw. But Kintsugi, totally different goal. It's all about visibility. It's about embracing the object's history, flaws and all, and creating something totally new, and you could argue, way more beautiful. It's a huge shift from hiding the damage to actually honoring the resilience. Okay, so this is a great philosophy for pottery. But how does it actually apply to, us, to our lives? Well, to see that, let's look at a story of resilience that pretty much shows Kintsugi in human form.
So, meet Liam. He's this really ambitious architect, super driven, super passionate. And like a lot of us, he ties pretty much all of his self-worth to his work.
And he had this one major project. I mean, he poured his entire soul into it. This wasn't just another building. To him, this was his masterpiece. The thing that was going to define his entire career. And then, disaster. The project was rejected. And not just rejected, it was brutally rejected, torn apart. In just one moment, the entire foundation of who he thought he was professionally was just shattered. This wasn't just feedback on a project. For Liam, it felt deeply personal. His confidence was just gone. Poof. He felt like a total failure. He saw himself as fundamentally broken. Like those damaged goods we talked about? So, what was his first instinct? The same as most of ours, probably. To hide it. He was so ashamed. He just tried to push it away, bury it, pretend it never happened. Exactly like trying to glue a vase back together so nobody sees the cracks.
But, as we all know, hiding that stuff, it never really works, does it? For Liam, the breakthrough came from a totally unexpected place, and a really, really simple object.
So one day, his mom comes to visit. And you know how moms are. She can see right through the act. She senses that deep crack in his spirit that he's trying so hard to hide from everyone. And then she does something, something kind of crazy. She takes a simple teacup, a perfectly good one, and just smashes it on the floor. On purpose. Liam is, of course, completely stunned, but she's about to teach him an incredible lesson. As she starts to carefully gather up the broken pieces, she walks him through the Kintsugi lesson. Step 1, you have to acknowledge the break. You can't fix something if you're pretending it's not broken, right? Step 2, you gather the pieces, all of them, even the tiny, sharp, painful ones. Then, step 3, the magic part. You mend them with gold. You're not hiding the repair. You're using something precious, the wisdom, the experience you gained from the break, to rebuild. And finally, step 4, you admire the new beauty. It's not a broken thing anymore. It's something entirely new, something resilient, and something uniquely beautiful. And then she hits him with this line, the repaired cup is unique and more valuable now. Its history is part of its beauty. And boom, that's the moment it all clicks for Liam. The cup isn't ruined at all. It's been transformed. Those golden lines, they tell a story of survival. And that story is what makes it so valuable.
Okay, so Liam's story is this amazing metaphor, right? But this whole philosophy, it's not just for architects or for broken teacups. It's for every single one of us. So let's talk about you. Let's talk about how we can apply this lesson to our lives. So let me ask you directly, what are your golden scars? Think about it. The failures, the heartbreaks, the big challenges you've tried to bury or hide away. What if those weren't things to be ashamed of? What if those were the exact lines where you could start inlaying your own gold?
When you really boil it down, the lessons here are just, they're game changers. Your past isn't a defect. All those cracks and breaks, that's what makes you, you. It makes you unique. And trying to be perfect all the time, it's just a trap. Your scars are proof that you've healed, and that makes them a source of incredible strength. The trauma itself isn't the gold, no, but the wisdom, the resilience you get from rebuilding yourself, that is pure gold.
So really, the whole point is this. We have got to stop seeing our imperfections as something to be ashamed of. They're not. They are the roadmap of our journey. They're the proof that we survived. They're literally what makes us who we are.
So I'm going to leave you with this one last thought to chew on. We spend so much energy trying to look perfect, trying to appear unbroken. But what if we just flip that idea completely? What if those things you see as your deepest, ugliest cracks, the failures, the pain, the losses, what if those are the very things that make you truly priceless?